Alright, so we know that some games are so good, so perfectly crafted that they demand a second, third, or even 10th revisit. These are the games that remind us why we love gaming in the first place. So today I'm going to share not only why you should revisit these 10 perfect games, but also my personal journey with each one. Let's start with Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag, and trust me, I still remember the first time I played this game. I was completely blown away by how seamlessly it blended the freedom of an open world with an incredibly engaging story. There's something magical about commanding your own ship and sailing the Caribbean. For me, this game felt like a mini vacation every time I loaded it up. I'd spend hours hunting treasure, listening to shanties, and battling enemy ships. And Edward Kenway's transformation from a selfish rogue to a true assassin, that hit me on an emotional level. Replaying it now, I find new ways to appreciate the details, the sound of the waves, the dynamic weather, and the thrill of naval combat. Next, we have Batman Arkham Knight, and let me tell you, this game is the reason I finally started calling myself a Batman fan. The atmosphere in Gotham is so gritty and alive, it feels like the city itself is a character. For me, what stands out most is the story. The psychological tension between Batman and Scarecrow combined with the mind games played by the Joker's lingering presence made this game feel like a dark, emotional roller coaster. And of course, the Batmobile. I know it's controversial for some, but I absolutely loved it. Racing through Gotham in high-speed pursuits or using it as a tank during combat felt so empowering. Revisiting this one reminds me why the Arkham series set the bar for superhero games. Days Gone is one of those games I didn't fully appreciate the first time I played it, but when I went back, wow, it hit differently. Deacon John is such a raw, flawed character, and his story of love loss and survival feels so grounded even in a world overrun by freakers. What I really love about this game is the freedom of exploration. Riding through the forests of Oregon on a motorcycle with that dynamic weather system. It's both relaxing and nerve-wracking, especially when you stumble upon a horde. Let me tell you, the first time I took down a massive freaker horde, my heart was pounding. Replaying it now, I focus more on the subtle storytelling, those campfire moments, Deacon's memories of Sarah, and the sacrifices he makes. It's an emotional journey I'm so glad I revisited.
Rippers hunting dogs. Oh, easy, fella. He's not infected. He's just a dog. They're hunting down and killing healthy dogs. No, we can't leave him here, Deke. We can't do it.
Here, let me do it.
Really? You can...
Okay, boy. Okay, easy, it's okay.
I can't talk about revisiting games without mentioning God of War 2018. This game redefined what a reboot could be, and honestly, it's a game I could play over and over. When I first played it, I was blown away by the shift from Greek to Norse mythology. But what really stuck with me was the relationship between Kratos and Atreus. As someone who grew up with the older God of War games, seeing Kratos struggle to be a father was deeply moving. The combat? Absolutely satisfying. Every swing of the Leviathan axe felt impactful. Replaying it, I find myself appreciating the smaller moments, the way Kratos hesitates before comforting Atreus, or the lore hidden in Mimir's stories. If you haven't gone back to this one recently, trust me, it's worth it.
Okay, just tell me when to shoot.
Horizon Zero Dawn is one of those games that leaves you in awe every time you revisit it. I remember the first time I stepped into this world, I was amazed by the concept. Humanity regressed to a tribal state while massive robotic creatures roam the earth. What I love most about this game is Aloy's journey. She's such a strong, determined protagonist, but also relatable in her search for belonging and truth. The world design? Absolutely breathtaking. Revisiting it now, I still spend hours just hunting robots and exploring every nook and cranny. And that moment when you finally uncover the truth about Project Zero Dawn, goosebumps every time. Red Dead Redemption 2 isn't just a game, it's an experience. The first time I played it, I lost myself in its world. Rockstar's attention to detail is insane, from the way Arthur's beard grows over time to the unique interactions you can have with strangers. But what makes this game unforgettable for me is Arthur Morgan. His journey from outlaw to a man seeking redemption is so beautifully written. Revisiting it now, I take my time with everything, helping strangers, hunting in the wilderness, and just soaking in the stunning landscapes. And that ending, it still brings a tear to my eye.
If you ain't gonna be civilized about this.
When I first played Resident Evil 7, I was terrified, and I loved every second of it. This game brought the series back to its roots, delivering pure, unrelenting horror. The Baker family, nightmare fuel. Revisiting it now, I find myself appreciating the pacing and level design more. Every creaky floorboard and shadowy corner adds to the tension. And Ethan's journey through the grotesque horrors of the Baker estate is a masterclass in survival horror storytelling. If you're a fan of being scared out of your wits, this is one you need to revisit. The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt is like a fine wine. It only gets better with age. I still remember the first time I played it, being completely captivated by its sprawling open world and intricate storytelling. For me, this game is all about the characters. Geralt, Yennefer, Ciri, Triss. They feel like old friends. Replaying it now, I focus more on the side quests like the infamous Bloody Baron storyline, which hits just as hard the second time around. Plus, with the recent updates, the graphics have never looked better. If you haven't revisited this masterpiece, you're missing out. Lara Croft's origin story in Tomb Raider 2013 is one of my all-time favorites. The first time I played it, I was blown away by how human and vulnerable she felt, yet still so capable and determined. What keeps bringing me back to this game is its pacing. It perfectly balances exploration, combat, and storytelling. Revisiting it, I find myself admiring the smaller details, the way Lara reacts to her environment, or how the game seamlessly transitions from quiet moments to intense action. It's a game that's aged like fine wine.
Now you die! You're mine!
Hey, what the hell's going on down there?
And finally, Uncharted 4: A Thief's End. This game is the perfect swan song for Nathan Drake. The first time I played it, I was glued to my seat from start to finish. The story is emotional, the action is top-notch, and the visuals, stunning. What makes this game so special for me is the relationship between Nathan and Elena. Their dynamic feels so real, and the game's ending left me with a bittersweet smile. Replaying it now, I take my time to explore every detail, soaking in the atmosphere and reliving those epic set pieces like the Madagascar chase scene. It's a true masterpiece.
Oh, crap, crap, crap! Coming through!
So there you have it, 10 perfect games you should revisit right now. Which of these have you played, or which ones are you planning to revisit? Let me know in the comments below, and as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more gaming content. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.